Hey guys, and welcome back to Pro Speed Baseball. One of the coolest things I ever learned how to do as a hitter was to hit a home run off the tee, just like you saw in the slow motion video. Granted, this is a little bit smaller field and the place where I hit it out was only 350 feet, but it's still a pretty darn good poke, and that's probably out of most parks down the lines off of a tee. So anybody who knows about hitting knows that if the pitcher's throwing hard, it's a lot easier to hit it farther. So the hardest way to hit a home run would be off a tee at it moving 0 miles an hour. But the reason why I was able to do this isn't because I'm the biggest, strongest guy out there, because I never was the biggest, strongest guy out there. It's because I learned how to properly attain and release bat lag. So I really learned how to get a lot of lag in my swing and learned how to properly release it. And that's how you maximize bat speed, because that's what it's all about when it comes to power. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what bat lag is, how it's released, and how it makes how you're supposed to make contact with the release of the bat. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, what exactly is bat lag? Well, bat lag is going to be easily defined as the angle between our bat and our top hand forearm. So the sharper the angle we have between the bat and our forearm, the more lag we have to release into the ball. And the more lag that we have, the more speed we can actually release. Now, how the sequence goes, sorry, I got my puppy, thumbs up for Sula today. Go over there, puppy. Okay, the sequence of the bat lag and how we release it through the zone is we're going to create the bat lag, we're going to create that angle, and then we're going to release that angle into the ball all the way into a full release. And when the bat is fully released is when the hands begin to roll over, and then we go into the follow through. So just the important part to take from that is that when we release and the hands start to roll over, that's going to be the full release. Now, how this works is we're not just going to create an angle and then hit the ball and let it snap through. It's going to be very similar to a whip action. If you ever snapped a whip or seen someone snap a whip, they don't just create an angle and then snap the whip. What they do is they create some rhythm and momentum, and they get the whip coming back, and then they snap it. And you can see right there, we create a lot of lag and snap. That's exactly what we do in the baseball swing. When we start our swing, we get our hands going forward, we create the angle, we have a good rhythmic bat lag going behind us, and then we let it snap through the zone, and we get really, really good bat speed by doing this. Now, one of the most important angles that we don't get to see a lot is down the line. You'll see a lot of big league hitters in this position from face on, like you just saw me there, but we don't get to see a lot is from down the line, because there's always a catcher and an umpire there. Okay, now if you were to see them from down the line, one of the key things you would see is that the tip of the bat is going to be inside the hands, okay? And what this is doing is they've rhythmically created bat lag and then released it through the ball. Any hitter who's got a ton of speed, hits a lot of home runs, is going to have the tip of the bat on the inside of their hands as they release into the ball. I have some younger hitters that I've had in the past that I filmed from behind, even some older guys in college and stuff who are strong guys who aren't really getting a ton of pop, and it's because they'll get into this position from down the line, we'll film down the line, and the tip of the bat will be outside of their hands just before they deliver to the ball. It's because they've lost all of that bat lag and all that potential speed and energy that they could deliver into the ball. Now, contact is very important to understand how contact works with the lag and release. Now, as we said before, we create lag, and then as the hands start to roll over, we release. Now, where does contact come into play? Contact comes in just before the full release. Now, granted, this is going to happen really, really fast, and we're not going to be able to think about, okay, I need to make contact and then release the bat, because it's going to be happening so fast. But it's very important to understand what's happening at contact. And you see a lot of big, look out, puppy. We can see a lot of big league hitters getting into contact with bent arms. They said their arms are bent at contact, a lot of home runs. I'll like show you a still of Jose Abreu, who's hit a ton of home runs this year, and he has super bent arms at contact. And it's not because he's not releasing the bat, it's because contact happens just before the full release. Okay, so what's going to happen in sequence is we're going to create the bat lag with good rhythm. We're going to release the bat into the ball, and as we're getting our full release, we're going to make contact, and then we're going to have full release. And that's how you maximize speed into the baseball. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a drill that shows you exactly how to do that and how you can start creating a ton of bat speed and start feeling that lag and snap through the ball. Now this is the pull drill. Now this drill is going to be crucial for really starting to learn how to feel that bat lag and really starting to feel how it snaps through and how it actually releases. Now how we're going to set this up is we're going to take our back foot and we're going to put it very, very close to the pole, just maybe a couple inches away from the pole. And what we're going to do with our hands is we're going to make sure that our hands are going to be in line with this pole. So if I were to take my hands straight back behind me, they would run right into this pole. The reason why we get so close to the pole is for when we get into this drill, we're going to make sure that the tip of the bat, the reason why the hands are in front, we're going to make sure the tip of the bat is going to be on the inside of the hand. So if we were standing too far out and we were to try to do this drill and I put the bat on the pole, you can see the tip of the bat's in line with the hands, or actually even maybe a little outside of the hands. So how this drill works is going to be very simple. We're not going to use any balls. We're going to learn how to feel and release bat lag. So what we're going to do is get in our stance. A real quick note here, make sure you're not swinging the bat up, because it's a very habitual thing to do as a hitter to swing the bat. You know, we all swing the bat in the game. We do something like that. We don't want to hit the pole. So just be aware of that when you're doing this drill. So go ahead and get your hands up. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get in a load stride position, and we're going to very slowly start to create that angle between the bat and our upper forearm. And we're going to put the sweet spot of the bat on the pole. So you can see that the tip of the bat's in the inside of my hands. And what we're going to do from here is we're going to create a lot of pressure. We're going to be pushing against this pole really, really hard. And we're going to bring our hands forward very, very slowly. And we're going to keep that pressure, and then we're going to feel the release through the zone. So what this is going to do is do a couple things. It's going to do a couple things for you. We're going to start building some strength through isometrics, and we're going to start building the proper strength, and you're going to start getting the strength from throwing from the bat lag position through the zone. So we're going to be building that specifically, and we're also going to start feeling the snap through bat lag, and that's where we get our real power from. Okay, now another key checkpoint is when we put the barrel of the bat on the pole, we want to make sure that the bat is at least below our shoulder, so that we have the deltoid muscle here. It's the top of the arm. We want to make sure that the bat is below the shoulder and above the elbow. So there's a little bit of wiggle room here where we can get here. We can put the barrel of the bat on the pole, and you can see it's down here closer to my bicep area. It can be a little higher or a little lower, but we just don't want to get below that elbow or above that shoulder, because then that's not exactly practical. That's not how we swing at the ball in the game. So make sure that when you're putting the sweet spot of the bat on the pole, it's in between the lower part of your deltoid and your elbow. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this drill. I'll show you how it looks in full speed. Okay, not a whole lot of speed to it. We're going to get in the load stride. My setup's right. I'm going to place the sweet spot of the bat on the pole, get a lot of pressure, and let it snap through. Guys, do this about a good 50 times, okay? It's gonna be a little tiring, but once you get done, go right over to the tee and start taking swings with the same feeling, and you're gonna see a lot of bat speed. You're gonna get a lot of snap through the ball. You actually might be a little bit early on some pitches if you start going into BP and stuff. So go ahead and go on the tee, get your timing down with it, and repeat this drill as often as you can. Just start creating a lot of strength and start getting a lot of bat speed. Hey guys, Sula and I would like to thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, go ahead and stay tuned. I got a great bonus coming up for you. I'm going to play a preview out of our power hitting series. If you click on the link in the preview, it'll take you to a place where you can see the whole series for absolutely free of charge. Guys, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and good luck with your swings, and I'll see you guys soon. This is so detrimental for bat speed. If we don't rotate on our backside, we will now cut off our hips. We can only turn so far. Now if we rotate all the way on our backside, I now have free range to rotate my hips, and that employs the big muscles in the hips that gives you a lot of bat speed in the swing. Now the second reason this is so detrimental is we can't get a proper weight shift, and we can't get our energy going in the right places. If you ever watch Bryce Harper hit and he gets to contact, we know that his back foot gets up off the ground. Watch him in slow motion. His back foot is up off the ground at contact. And the reason this is he gets the proper weight shift to the front side